Okay, cool. Hi everyone, it's Shelley Johns here from Gympie, and welcome to the call tonight. So tonight's call is all about understanding all the events, the promotions that we have on, and there's quite a few and lots of exciting ones, and the latest product launch from the Singapore extravaganza as well. So what I thought we'd do is we'd start off with some good news. So I might just start with Les. Les is from the Sunshine Coast, and he's got some good news because he's been out planting seeds. So what are your methods that you use to build your business, Les?
Well, before I go on to that, there's a couple of other things I just remembered too. I've had a real exciting weekend. I've lost 12 kilos now, 12.2 kilos on Friday, but I've come up with that. And last night, I put a 504 volume point order in and come up to senior consultant.
Yay! That's fantastic. So exciting.
And then on top of it, today, I was out handing out flyers at the Buderim Open Air office, the shops down at Buderim. And at the same time, I got a flyer hit. A guy come up to me, wanted to know what it was all about. And I started to explain the business to him, and he was very keen. He's taken the product brochure and the business brochure away with him and all my details so he can get back in contact with me. Then half an hour later, I called into my regular server to fuel up, and the guy looked at me badge and got a button hit. He said, "Oh, you lost some more weight. How did you do that?" And I explained it all to him, and both him and his wife are at the service station. They're both pretty keen to get started. They're Indians, by the way, so that could be handy.
So congratulations, Les. So congratulations on 12 kilos. That's pretty awesome. You're just stepping ahead. It's so great to see. Congratulations on becoming a senior consultant at permanent 35%. So you won't go below that now. And now you can make 10% wholesale profit on anyone that's at 25%. Yeah, right. More profit. Your products cost you less, and you can keep moving forward because I know you got your eye on supervisor, right?
The only way is up, and how far up is the sky's the limit.
Absolutely.
And do you know what Gary used to say, and I'm sure Jan will agree with this, that Gary always said it's 80% enthusiasm and 20% know-how. And I must say, Les, that it's obviously your enthusiasm that's really, because you're so new, that you're using this great enthusiasm, excitement to draw people in. So well done. So congratulations. That's so cool. Now, I know I was speaking to Trish. Are you still on the call, Trish?
I am, yes.
Oh, there you are. Hello. So you're at the Gympie Lifestyle Central. How's it going there?
Good. Very quiet.
So I know you've been doing personal development because it's something we talk about a lot, that only less than 5% of the population actually does personal development. And it's one of the keys to the most successful people in the world actually practice it. So I know we're really big on it. We're always talking about it. So what book have you started reading?
So it's called Anthony Robbins, Awaken the Giant Within.
Oh, fantastic. So is there any part that you've that you could just read a paragraph or something that jumps out at you at the moment?
Okay. Dreams of destiny. A consistent man believes in destiny. A capricious man in chance.
Yep. So, I guess if you feel destined or you feel committed or inspired or focused or driven or whatever it might be. So, yes, and we can't leave anything to chance, can we, really? So
yeah.
I'm really proud of you for doing your personal development, Trish, because you know what? It's one of the keys, one of the really big keys to you reaching your goals. And I know we're going to be starting this new 90-day plan for May. We're in our setup stage, so getting all our methods organised. And this is one of the real keys. If you don't do your personal development with your 90-day plan, it's not going to happen with much ease, So this is what we want to do. We want to work harder on ourselves than we do on our jobs. So thank you for sharing that.
No worries.
Cool. And now I've got Lydia. I know that you have had some fantastic news. I can't wait to hear all about it. So please.
Yeah. A couple of weeks ago, I had a young girl called Jess Thompson. She might be on tonight. I'm not too sure. But her exciting news, our exciting news after that promotion, she caught the last end of the promotions with us a couple of weeks ago, even though she had made the decision to join up and look at, selling the products on and helping friends and family after that promotion. We signed her up at 9:30 at night because she was so geared up. She wanted to do that promotion and go for that free stamp, like the free packs, 24 range. So that was pretty cool. So got her signed up, speaking with her quite regularly, and have a 3-way chat going with her and Marcel and I on Facebook, which is great for communicating because we've got, 7 or 8 kids between us. So, and she's pretty time poor. So working with her doing that, she's placed over 1,000 volumes. I think it was 1,009, last week. And she's just received that order today. So that puts her at a 42%. She will drop back to 35% after this month, but she can reap the rewards of that extra 7% for this month of May. So she's got a few programs ready to go, a few trial packs ready and happening. That's another story with her. But and my next lot of people, I had a conversation with Marcella about a month ago about a downline of hers, a first line to her, that's lost 12 kilos, really absolutely, on that verge of being definitely a product lover. And that's who we sort of direct a lot of our attention to, what volume people are doing and what they say about the product. So we sort of honed in on her, I guess you could say, a little bit, found out what she wanted. So we sent her off to an STS in Brisbane last month, absolutely blown away by the testimonials. But not only that, she was blown away by the income stories. And that's when we thought it about time that we share our actual income story with her, down to the dollars and cents. I had a conversation with Marcel, and we done what we call a daisy chain, a 3-way chat last Thursday with her. But we thought, well, while we're doing that chat, who else is in our organisation that has sort of talked about the prices of the products and that sort of thing, and that's going really well on the product, and that's in one of our challenges at the moment, which was Tiona Evans. So we welcomed her into that conversation as well. So we had 4 of us on the conversations. I hope I'm not taking up too much time, Shelley. But good. Yep. Okay. So I just introduced myself. Like, I knew one of the ladies from my hometown, but I haven't seen her for 20 years. So I introduced myself. I told them my product story, so they could share. And I told them my testimonial story and how I came into the business. I got Marcel to do the same thing. They were blown away by the incomes. Just a story of being able to stay at home. Marcel's story, touched with one of them as well. In a new community, a new town, and being able to stay at home with the 3 kids, because things are hard when you don't have family around. I reiterated that with my experiences in Billow. Anyway, end of that conversation, we found out, we put it to them where they wanted to be in the marketing plan. We try never to assume. So they came back at, yep, we're keen. We can probably at this time look after 4 or 5 people with the products that they were using to get started first before they, experience more knowledge on the products. But both girls are hoping to get to a Brisbane STS, and those 2 girls that live in Brisbane are actually hoping to meet up together and actually meet for the first time. They've been on a couple of challenges together, and they know, Facebook world. But so those 2 are really excited, and we're just sort of prompting them at the moment on how to, get a little bit of interest. And if they get enough interest, at this stage, we'll try and join them with an STS in Brisbane and maybe a shake party the next day. And I think I spoke with you about a month ago about a girl, Erica Kluver, that lives in Rockhampton, that was sort of talking about the prices of the product and how things are expensive and the price rise. So once again, put it to her and see where she wanted to be and what discount she wanted. We've actually locked it in. She started a page on Facebook, an event page, and I'll be going over there on the 26th of this month to Rockhampton to rustle a few feathers over there. So she's got, I think she tagged me this week on Facebook, 3.5 kilos in 3.5 weeks, and that's got 5 or 6 people interested already. So hopefully, we'll have a few over there to shake party Saturday morning, fortnight.
Fantastic. So such a great way that you present it, like letting people know all the options and then letting them choose. Don't assume what you think they may or may not want to be at. So I think that's a really great piece of advice. And you know what I'd really love you to do, Lydia, one day, if you want, is you and Marcel, because you do work so well together, is do a bit of a role play on how you do those type of conversations, and maybe record it and we could share it.
Yep.
I think it's really valuable because it's simple. it's relatable, and it obviously works. So you know, you've been able to achieve active world team, and myself qualified for the Bali vacation last year. So I do feel like, you know, you've got a lot of value in the way you present.
Yep. Yeah, no, for sure. So yeah, things are going our way for the minute. So we'll run with it as far as we can.
No, you're doing awesome. So thank you. Can't wait to see how the shake party goes. So how many hours do you have to drive to Rockhampton?
It's about 170 kilometres from here to over there, so it's nearly not quite 2 hours. So we'll just try and make a day of it. She's got an event at 1 o'clock, so we changed the time before we set up the event page this week. So we're going to have it at 10 o'clock in the morning, and I've just promoted it to her as an hour. If it happens to go a little bit later, well, that won't be because of me, but yeah, it'll take an hour. Get your friends and family around. You know, we'll hit Facebook again with your results again at the end of the challenge. Tag me once again. So she's just sort of, it's just, that and word of mouth. I've got this chick coming over from Billow. She's been doing this Herbalife for 8 years, and she's going to tell you more than me, so come along. Yep. I need numbers. So that's how we sort of promote it. But yeah, she's sort of got 4 locked in at this stage. I said 3. I said I'd go over there for 3 very, very interested prospects. And that's what I said. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I said I can do a day shopping with the girls and have a day out. Secondly, you know, we never really expect to sell on the day. I prefer not to be honest, because it takes my attention away from the ladies that are there for the one that wants to join out of 6. And then they don't not have me, but yeah, I've been taken away and trying to set somebody up and do a setup basically. And I always sort of say, look, we'll touch base later on this afternoon or hang back after the party's finished. So hopefully it'll just be an hour and everyone can go on their way. And yeah, it's just more exposure. So we're calling it her launch party. And I'll just teach, if we get 4 people, well, I'll teach her how to follow these 4. And as I said, we'll give Rockstar follow-up, you know, we'll get another one off each of them. So we'll have 8 by the end of June.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing that. Yep, definitely we'll have to do a bit of a role play and do that. I can see that happening.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lydia. So, hey, what great news. I just want to say happy birthday to Mervyn for yesterday. I'm pretty sure it was yesterday, Mervyn. Was that right?
Happy birthday.
So, and also, I think his screen's, yep, did it freeze? I think, yeah, his screen's frozen. Happy birthday for yesterday, Mervyn. And happy Mother's Day to all the mums around Australia for yesterday as well. I hope you got totally spoiled. So I just want to go through the promotions, and now I can sort of see how, even from what Lydia said, that can fit in with some of these promotions. So let me just, I think I need to click on the screen first. Okay. So this just got launched at the Singapore Extravaganza, and obviously there's a lot of people still traveling back from that aren't on the call tonight, but no problems. So I just want to show you how this is an amazing opportunity. Now, I've actually had the pleasure of trying this product twice. Once when I was in Sydney with Marcel Azzelli, he had some at his place, and also with Jennifer when I went down to the Gold Coast. So I've tried, I'm sure there's a few people like Jan and that have tried this as well. So it's really tastes beautiful, and of course cinnamon's really popular, and it has a lot of therapeutic qualities as well. It's, I guess, like a very ancient kind of ingredient, but a lot of people like cinnamon. So it's, you know, it's a new flavor for people to try. So I want you to really think about, you know, letting everyone know. So I can see a few posts that have happened on Facebook, but also just letting all your clients know, hey, we've got a new flavor. Do you want to come in and try it? I try not to put them in little sample bags and ship them off everywhere if I can help it. I'd rather see people face to face. And I do feel that if someone loves the Herbie beverage, it's not going to take them much just to order one anyway without even sometimes having to sample, is what I think. So if you order 2 at the moment, you get the free express cup. So that's another one that you could inspire your clients to give. They want something else branded. You know, if you order enough of them, if you order 6 or 12 yourself to sell and you get a few of those free gifts, you can give them as gifts and incentives as well. So there's lots of ways that you can use your merchandise. You don't just have to use it for yourself if you feel like you've got enough. Like sometimes I feel like I've got so many branded things, you know, I can use those things to as gifts and things like that, incentives. So there is an Instagram competition as well, so you can read that, and 3 winners will be selected. I think actually this jacket here was from an Instagram competition. I can't remember which one it was. I think it might have been a skin one. So, you know, you can win. And I think I only posted one thing on Instagram. So I'm like I'm not really computer savvy, but you got to be in it to win it. So, you know, teach yourself how to do it, and just follow all the details of what it says exactly. It's got to be done exactly as they say. And obviously, I'm still waiting for the cinnamon to arrive. So you actually need to show the packaging in your post. So make sure you actually order some. But yeah, this is something you can let all your clients know, old clients, upgrading people. So it's a really great way of increasing your business, which is going to help you qualify for the next promotion, which Lydia was talking about. So let's just go on to that. So I've posted these. I'm pretty sure I might not put the Instagram on them, but I will on Challenge Yourself Daily. So if you need them, you can just print them off. But also they're on the Herbalife, myherbalife.com.au, okay, or on your Master Blast.
Just one thing, Shelley. How long does that Instagram one go for?
You know, I was looking at the teeny tiny writing. I'm pretty sure it says here the 28th of May. It's very small writing, just so I was just looking. I knew someone would ask me, so I'm pretty sure it's on until the 28th of May.
Yeah,
So
it looks like that.
Could you do more than one Instagram post? Sure. Yes, you could. You get very creative, I'm sure, but it's kind of like the winter theme, so start thinking about that. It won't be hard in camera because I know it gets cold there.
-1 tonight.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Goondiwindi gets pretty cold too, doesn't it, Lydia, for Marcel? Oh, sorry, I think you're muted, my darling.
Oh, sorry, the kids were noisy, so I muted myself. Yeah, so Marcel, yeah, she's a lot further inland than me, so yeah, it gets really cold in Gundy. Not too bad up here.
I can see her with a big scarf and a big beanie, and she could have like a, you know, I can see her. So yeah, have some fun with it and share it on Challenge Yourself Daily. I want to see all the fun ones. So just, you know, you want to show that you can have fun with it. And so this is a great opportunity for you to share and think about Les's enthusiasm that he's got. Use that 80% enthusiasm, 20% know-how. You don't have to know everything. You just need to be enthusiastic about what you believe in, okay? So let's go on to the next one. So this is the Kickstart promotion. So this is what Lydia was talking about on the, I think it was the last day of the month, wasn't it? It was April the 30th, because you messaged me about it, didn't you, Lydia, about if someone wasn't registered yet. Sorry, kids. Mum needs to talk.
Yes, I tell you what. Mine's like that. I wish my camera was off. Yeah, so talking about this, I mean, I'll be honest, I used to listen to the promotions and go, oh my God, you know, every team call that I ever have done, I've gone, oh, we know what the promotions are. We know what they are. But anyway, this is what caught me off. Jess jumped on the last 15 minutes of Shelley promoting this. And I get a text, you know, is it too late, Lydia, to annoy you and do a sign up now because I want to catch this promotion? I said, no, it's never too late. If your babies are in bed, so am mine. Let's go for it 9:20 at night or whatever. And I was hounding Shelley, you know, just so we could get it right because I wanted to make sure the information I was passing on was true and correct. So, yeah, so we've got her signed up for the month of May and she's going for it. So the promotions really do work. In this case, they did. And, yes, so she's active and is going for that. So, like I said, she's done her first 1,000 volumes. So we're hoping to get rid of that product and be ordering more for the month, as this month as well. So yeah. And just talking about that herbal tea, Shelley, just by me putting up my just plain old Jane herbal tea today, I was actually able to get an old client back on the herbal beverage. So she's seen my post today and I walked in the post office and said, what's the cinnamon tea about? I said, look, I haven't got a sample. I'll bring you in a sample, blah, 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 when I get it. She said, well, in the meantime, can you just bring me back an original tea because I'm, you know, the weather's getting colder, and she starts at the post office at 4:30, I believe, in the morning. I said, no problem. So I dropped back in a herbal tea at $87. So yeah, 50%. Yeah, so that just by putting that ad on my Facebook today, yeah, has sort of made me $40. So that's pretty cool too. So the promotions do work by sharing things, and yeah.
And you can do it in a very relaxed, kind of cool, organic, down to earth kind of way as well. So it's not too sally, but it's just you're excited about it. So obviously once all our orders for the cinnamon one arrive, you know, we can start showcasing that as well. I think it's really clever. And I was just going to say, so the question that Lydia had, which I had as well, is I had someone sign up in April. So therefore they weren't signed up in March. So I wanted to know whether they could, one, still go for the promotion because they weren't signed up in March, so they had no volume to go off in March. So basically, if someone signs up in April or someone signs up in May, no problems, they can still go for the promotion. It just means their baseline is 0 because they didn't exist in March, and then they just go from there. So they can do 200 personally purchased volume points in 3 consecutive months. So personally purchased volume means under your own ID number. So if you've got VIPs, our members that are ordering, that are underneath you, their volume doesn't count as your personally purchased volume. It counts as theirs, but not yours. So don't get caught out with that. You can actually go and check it if you're not sure. We can help you, but make sure it's under your ID number. Okay. And the great thing about it is there's more than one pack you can go for. So it goes April, May, June, July, August. So you've got 5 months. Okay. So I know that we've done the 200 one for last month. That's done, but I'm thinking that we really need to up it and do the 500 volume points for the second month. So that basically that's my first month of the 500. So then let me get this right, April. So May, June, July, if I'm doing 500 above the March, so I know what my March one is, 3 months in a row, then I'll get the second pack. So let me just show you the other packs, just so you know. So you've got your Herbalife Nutrition Adventure Pack. That's if you do 500 personally purchased in 3 consecutive months. And that's not 500 in total. That's 500 above what March was. So you've got to make sure you know what March was. Okay, go and check. If you're not sure, ring Herbalife. They'll be able to show you or ask your upline. Then there's 1,000. So that you could go for that. So I'm thinking that I'm going to try and give that a crack next month because that would still give me June, July, August. I could still do it in 3 months in a row. So I'm pretty sure Gav Morgan said on the Tab Team call that there's the ability to qualify for all the 3 packs if you're able to. That's what he said. I will double check with Herbalife on that, but that's the way Gav made it sound. And he did have Paul Yoon on the call as well, who didn't say no to that, but I will double check. So do you remember that, Jan? That
yes.
call?
Yeah, it did sound like you could get all 3, but like you said, I would double check with Herbalife just to make sure.
Yeah, and imagine what you could do with all that Herbalife branded gear. All the things you could do.
Absolutely.
And then the 4th part is you qualifying for it, but you helping your first 3 line members who join Herbalife during the qualification period. So that's April, May, June, July, August. So your Jess would qualify for in that time period, Lydia?
Yes, so she signed up in the April. So she's got May, so she'd beat that in June, and then July and August. So she can still possibly get the 3. And if maybe anybody joins her, and does it underneath her, well, then she would get that next one, I guess, a sponsor and a mentoring one. But at this stage, she's just got to go 200, isn't it, above this month? So 1,200 for June, and then obviously 1,700 for July.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's just it's off March. It's always off Marches.
Yeah, so that was 0 for her. Yeah.
So it's 200, 200, 200. As long as she's doing that, which obviously she's done a big order. So for May, so then it's just June now. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's really exciting, and you get some recognition and a plaque as well, which is really cool. So there's lots of different promotions you can go for. So if you're just starting out, you're not really sure, then I would just go for the first one, and then as you gather momentum, you can always switch to the higher one. Or go for the highest, and then if you don't reach that, you're going to at least get the lowest one. You can, however it is that motivates you. Everyone gets motivated. Some people find that stressful and they shut down. Other people fire up. So however you're motivated for a promotion, that's what you should go for. Did you have any advice on that, Jan?
Yeah, well, it depends on the person, how long they've been involved, obviously, but that is good advice, because sometimes people can, with a promotion, get overwhelmed and then they don't try. So it is better off really sort of having a conversation with them and helping them sort of feel relaxed about it and go for what they're comfortable sort of to do. Because I know a lot of people used to get overwhelmed and, like you said, shut down, wouldn't even try. But the beauty of trying is many things happen. You get more experience, you help more people, you make more income, and you qualify or can qualify for the promotion, whatever it might be.
Yeah. So thank you, Jen. That's so. I would just be printing all of them off, regardless of whether you think you can or can't go for them. So I obviously haven't put the honours and a few other things into these slides for tonight, just for time purposes. But I do think we need to have a higher level promotion where maybe Jennifer and Jan, you can go through some of these to show people that they can indeed qualify for them, even if they're brand new.
Yeah,
I know Jennifer was talking about it. You know, these are sort of things that people just need to be there. So this is a great promotion. So I want you to think about the cinnamon instant herbal beverage, and I want you to think about this Kickstart program. Everyone can qualify for this. Okay, you just need to make a plan, print it out, and have it clear on your mind of what you need to do. Okay, and I'm not just talking about buying the products. I'm talking about getting clients and helping them get results and asking for referrals. And doing it solidly like that. That's how you will qualify for these things. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. So this is the member activation program. So, and it's not just about getting a Herbalife branded blender, even though it's really fantastic to have one that looks great. It's really teaching people how to find those handful of clients like Lydia was talking about. You sit down and you help go and do a a shake party or a launch or something like that, or you're just asking for referrals when someone gets a result. This is a really great way of showing people how to qualify for this. So now I'm assuming too, Lydia, that Jess is in qualification for this as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's just fine reading that small print. And I was thinking, oh my God, she is too.
Imagine how excited she's going to be when you show her this.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you know that. So there's lots of things going on at the moment. So you can show people how to not just get a branded mug with Herbalife for the cinnamon instant herbal beverage, but how they can do the Kickstart promotion. So they're going to get that branded merchandise pack, and how they can also qualify this. So this has to be in the first, as you can see, it's here. It's in the first 3 full months of joining Herbalife. So there's a few little changes to this, so you need to be aware of it so that people don't miss out. You need to let them know and let them choose. So this is another one to print off and just be aware of, especially when you've just signed someone up. Give them all the options, okay? So I'm excited. I can't wait to hear the feedback from you, Lydia, when you tell Jess.
Yeah, I've forgotten all about that. I really did.
And I was just going to say, Jess, I think, really enjoyed the call last week because she kind of got such a great training from Jennifer and Jan. It was almost like this, amazing high-level training. I think, she's sitting there with a little bub asleep and had the lights dimmed and everything, but I think she quite enjoyed it. Did she give you any feedback on it?
She did. I touched base with her the next day and, absolutely loved it. And she made the remark of saying to her husband that night, like, I don't know who this Jan and Jennifer were, but I just got the feeling like they were like the highest. Are they? So where are they in the marketing? And I was like, you were talking to the mother of Herbalife, Jan McMahon, like the one that wraps her arms around you. I said, and also Jennifer, like the top distributor in Australia, that's our line of people who we work with, and they're not too far from us. They're only like 4 lines up sort of thing. And she got the picture totally straight away, and so it must have been the way, you guys presented yourselves to her as well. So, well done.
I got a bit tongue-tied in how to sort of tell the story. I got all muddled.
No, I'm so glad because it worked out well because I'd been working with her for a couple of days prior about packaging her story, because it hasn't been a thorough weight loss. Like she's been doing it for good nutrition, good health and good milk supply, and that's what we sort of worked with her and sort of said, you mentioned your 13 kilos just by having these shakes and the way life is and that sort of thing, and trying to package her story. So she got off there with a good packaged story and understood everything you guys were explaining. So that was good. Thank you.
It was a really practical training, actually. It was nice and organic, and I think it's good to even for us to get a bit tongue tied because it shows that even now after all these
still
years,
make mistakes.
That's right.
Absolutely, yeah, exactly, yeah. No, she was very appreciative. So I was too. Thank you.
Cool. So this is the way for someone to get off to a fast start, give them some inventory, get some products if they've got a lot of weight to lose, help a few friends and family, getting referrals, all those sort of things. So make sure, especially with the new flavoured tea that's out, and some of the other things that we've got. This is a very great way of showing people how to qualify for this. So if you've just signed someone up in the last, if this is the 3rd month, make sure they know about this. If they're just getting started this month, they've got time. So make sure you let people know this is really achievable. So I just want to show you a couple of examples, and it shows how someone can qualify and how someone, might miss out. So it's got here, they sign up in mid-June, so that's their first month. In July, they do 350. August, they do 450. And then September, they do 500. So obviously it's mid-June, so it has to be a full month. Is this correct, Jan? I just want to...
3 months, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. So they've done September, October, November. But they've got to do it in the first 3 months of joining.
So that does,
because that was recently changed, wasn't it?
Okay, so these examples must be old examples. So because I would say if they're joining here, it would have to include September, October, November, June, July, August. So long as we all know this, let me just check for a couple of others of what they've got, have not qualified.
It's certainly got to be 3 months consecutively, but what is a bit unsure of is it the first 3 months after they've got registered?
Yeah. So I think these examples that shouldn't be with these slides. I'm just going to flick past them because that will be much easier. So make sure it's in the first 3 months of them joining. This is really important because you don't want them missing out and you not getting that right. But if you're ever in doubt, you can call Herbalife. They're great at going through the promotions with you and really clarifying that, or just keep going up line until you get, someone that can sit down and really go through it with you. And so I just want to go on to the Active Supervisor promotion because this is still running, and it's basically the stones that you get help you get to the stars. So basically, and to the diamonds. So obviously, it's developing Active Supervisors, which is going to help people get to Active World Team, which is then going to help people get to to the tab team and the pres team and that sort of thing. So basically, Active Supervisor is doing your 2,500 volume points 3 months in a row, and then you'll get this pin here, which is this one here, gets sent out to you. And it's teaching you consistency, building your Herbalife house. And the reason why, as a supervisor, you want to do 2,500 volume points a month is so you get your full royalty. So if you're a supervisor with supervisors underneath you, if you do 500 volume points in that month as a supervisor, you're going to get a 1% royalty. 1,000 volume points, you're going to get 2% royalty. 1,500 volume points, 3%, 2,000, 4%, and of course your full 2,500 volume points, you're going to get your full 5% royalty. Okay, because if you don't, those extra royalties will roll up to your upline supervisor. Okay, so you want to collect, you don't want to leave any money on the table. You want to get your full royalty. Okay, so it's really important building your Herbalife house. So it's your personal use, it's your retail clients, it's your repeat customers. It's your VIPs and your members ordering that are working their way up to supervisor, and it's people that are also doing their, like Les did the 500 volume points, that is helping Jess do the 1,000. All of those count towards building your Herbalife house by helping people move forward, okay? You want to help them move up. And that's the best thing you can do, but make sure you're replacing your people as well. It's really, really important. So then for every single person that you help become an Active Supervisor, so they do their 2,500 volume points 3 months in a row, you're going to get a little stone on your thing as well. And I think some of the top distributors in Australia, they've got 7. So all you've got to do is aim for 7 within your first 3 levels, doing 2,500 volume points. And you really, if you can help develop lines like that, it's going to give you a pretty serious income when you look at the people that get up and get these pins. Okay, I'm pretty sure Quentin Revere, who's going to be one of our special guests at the World Team training, the World Team Leadership Weekend, I'm pretty sure he's got about 15. Is this right, Jan?
I'm not sure. I know Jess and Gab, I think they've got 10 or 12.
Yep. So just think the more people you help to do that, the more it's going to help you get more diamonds and stones in your pins, but it's also going to help you move up the marketing plan. So I just thought I'd ask Lydia, you've obviously got some recognition for your Active Supervisor, and so how many stones do you have on yours?
I think I had like a Zim for the 2,500 supervisors doing that under me.
Yep.
Last year I got well, you get them every couple of months. Well, I know I requalified because I'd done the 10,000 or something in one consecutive months, and then the 2,500. So I personally requalified last year. And then I got one because Marcel and another girl underneath me.
Yep.
So it must have been 2 stone.
Okay, that's exciting.
Yeah, because it was around this time. It was June, July. So I must have to reset it and do my own as well, which is always good to do. So, and Marcel always does that. Yeah, so the other supervisors are sort of around that 1,000 mark a month.
Yep. And it's a great thing to promote and show people as well, and wear them and be proud of them, because especially if you are in the country areas and you're not able to get to as many STSs and things like that, even just by having them on out and about, or you've taken a photo or shown them on Facebook, whatever, people can start asking, oh wow, what's that extra recognition? Well, this is what you're doing. Again, it's promoting people to do that 2,500 volume points a month, which is kind of that next step along, I suppose, to someone going supervisor and then a supervisor doing their consistent volume to get their full royalty. So I think they're a great one. I've got mine put away, so I better find them out of my box of packing and start promoting them more. So this is one, so I'll just show you some of the things. So it's got here showing you how to do it. 3 months in a row, your 2,500 volume points, and that can be made up of all different types of volume to get your active supervisor. And then it shows you once you get someone underneath you doing the same thing, you get 1 diamond and so on. And it just keeps
sorry, I was talking about myself there. I didn't mean to confuse anybody. I was talking about active world team. Sorry, Shelley. Like I got the certificate again last year for requalifying for active world. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, congratulations. Yeah,
in case anybody got confused with what I was talking about before. Sorry.
And of course, qualifying for active world team means that you've obviously qualified for active supervisor program as well, because
yes, that's right.
Doing your volume,
certificates coming together, I think.
Yeah.
A couple of days apart. Yeah, but one was my requalification, and the other pin was 2 stone, I think, for the girls that had been doing this active one underneath me. Yeah.
No, it's really, really exciting. So you can see you can go past the 10 as well. So you're just thinking about how you can help people, qualify for these. And there's lots of different examples. So your volume can be made up of all different amounts and people doing different things in the marketing plan, okay? It's not just one way. Okay, so let's just go to some of the events. So there's some of the promotions you can go for and recognition. And now these are some of the events that you can focus on for this month. So look, I do realise there are events all around Australia. We've got our local events in our local towns and areas that are happening every week. We've also got all over Australia and all around the world in all the countries we operate. So I've put some of the ones with Jennifer that are coming up only because I know, who do you know in these areas that, people, if you can send people along. So this is probably a good one for you, Lydia, with your girls in Brisbane, and anyone else. I think, was it you, Mervyn, saying you had some people in Brisbane?
I've got 2 in Brisbane. I hadn't heard from them though. They're now talking about coming back to Canberra.
Okay, that's okay. So we have a look. Sorry, this one's out of order, but I'll cover it now. Dr. Darren Burgess, who's going to be doing a tour in June. So who do you know that's really into sports or sports nutrition, or just, would like to come along and learn some more, and just invite people? It's a really great one to invite guests to. So how you can actually help people get their free ticket as a guest. Okay, and you start inviting people to it all around Australia. That's in June. So this
Jennifer, Shelley, I should say. Jennifer was also saying that last time Darren Burgess was mainly all about sports nutrition and everything, but this time round it's going to be about general nutrition for everybody as well as sports nutrition. So it's going to be quite more relevant this time round for the, like your customer, if they want to go along and listen. It's not just about sports nutrition. So I've been told.
So Jan's saying, who to invite? You invite everybody.
Yep, absolutely.
So, and there'll definitely be one in Brisbane. So if you've got people in Brisbane or anywhere in the capital cities that is going to be, invite people along. If you're not going to be there, then we can find someone that's going to be able to look after them for you, okay? So make sure you don't go, oh, I'm not going to be there, I won't invite them. Don't think like that. Who do I know? Who do I know? Who do I know that live in those areas? And we'll get all the locations and put them up as well, okay? Because that's coming up soon. You at least want to give people a couple of weeks notice. I find that works best. So these are the ones that are coming up this month that Jennifer's going to be talking at. So this one in Toowoomba is a little bit different because it's going to be a Saturday night, I'm pretty sure, and a Sunday morning. So it's a little bit of a different format, but still worth it. So I think it'll be quite special. And, you know, you've got Jennifer sharing her story. So who do you know in Toowoomba? That's what I would be saying. And, you know, Jennifer would look after them. If you'd let her know, she'd be happy to do that. Plus, there's a whole bunch of other guys up there that would, you know, Scott Conlon and Janelle Free, quite a few people that could help. And then these are the ones that are on the 26th. So Jennifer's obviously going to be on the Gold Coast. So who do you know on the Gold Coast? Who do you know in Brisbane? So it's a big good one. Mervyn to invite people to see Glen Marin, and Lydia as well. And anyone else that knows people in Brisbane, I know Trish, you used to live in Brizzy, to start thinking, who do you know? So which ones are you going to, Jan? You're obviously going to the one on the Gold Coast?
Yes, most likely.
Are you doing the Toowoomba one as well?
Yes, most likely.
Okay.
Hasn't been confirmed, but I think so.
So
I can look after anybody that attends either of those.
Thank you very much. You read my mind. And of course, on the Sunshine Coast, Les was talking about this. Who do you know on the Sunshine Coast that you can invite to go and see Shondell Bell? And they're on the 26th of May. So, you know, I know that George Knight on his Prospecting Your Way to Presence team talks about going into project mode. So project mode could be that you're looking for a certain type of person. Likes to invite to Dr. Darren Burgess, someone that's into nutrition or into sports or loves soccer, whatever it might be. Or it might be an area, you know, I'm expanding into the Sunshine Coast, or we're getting a new division, or whatever it is that you're doing. So for example, Glen Marin used to be a bank teller. You know, we're looking for people that are in the banking industry, that are looking for a new change and want to come and hear someone that's, you know, really made a difference in their life. And of course, this is one of your team members, isn't it, Jan? So you know his story well.
Absolutely.
So
he's done incredibly. That's
right. So, you know, you can use a project, you know, your project mode to show, you know, to invite people and attract different people. So you can just go around to all the banks and invite people. You know, you could do that. It's, you know, just get creative and do something different that you don't normally do with enthusiasm, and it's amazing what can happen. Okay, so these are all on Challenge Yourself Daily, plus they're on the PowerPoint presentation that I've put on there. Otherwise, take a screenshot and you can start promoting these, okay? We've still got the Queenstown vacation. There's a couple more months of this. So what have we got? May, June, July, or was it May? Just let me find the dates for that. I should know. So I'm just going through. Here we go. So August to July. So we've still got May, June, July, and it started last August, and August had double volume as well. It had a dual volume month. That they're going to do another one between now and when it finishes. Look, have people qualified in 3 months?
Yes.
Yes, they have. Is it typical? No. Is it possible? Yes. Yes, it is. Do you know any stories, Jan, that you could share?
I know Saroshna a good while ago, when she qualified for the vacation, she was you know, reasonably amount short of the volume. So we had a long conversation, because when I qualified my first ever cruise with Hughes, I was short about 1,500 volume. So what I did was spoke to all my customers and VIPs and all those sort of things, and I actually shared with them that I was eligible to go on a cruise. You know, I put it in a nice way because I didn't want them feeling compelled to sort of do volume, but I explained the situation. I was a little bit short, and, you know, could they order a little bit extra for, you know, next month? Anyway, long story short, I ended up with an extra 2,000 volume. So I shared that with Saroshna, and she sort of did the same, because she had a lot of customers and a lot of VIPs, and she ended up and qualified for their first ever vacation as well. So you just never know. But by sharing the, you know, what you're going for and how exciting it's going to be, and you'll be able to share all the, you know, things with them when you come back. But you're not pressuring them or anything. You're just sharing what is available, and you'll be able to sort of help them, you know, later on, you know, if they're a VIP, they want to do the business, sort of do the same thing. So it was quite exciting.
Thank you, Jan. And I think it was very similar to Joanna Gwinnett sharing when she was trying to qualify that last month of World Team and do 2,500 volume points, and she only had like 500 volume points, and she had all these things going on. You know, grandma was in hospital, I think it was, and she had exams for a uni, and all this stuff was happening, and she had 4 hours, and she actually was able to do it in 4 hours, and actually got more than what she needed. So, you know, if you're not sure, I would suggest that you go onto myherbalife.com.au, go up into the top tab section, and you'll see where you can track your volume for the vacation and know what you've already got and what do you need to do, how much time have you got, and if you're really serious about it, talk to your sponsor and upline on how you can qualify for this. Okay, so is it typical to do it in this many things? Maybe not. Is it possible? Yes, it is. So if it's something you really want to do, you can make it happen. That's all I can say. And for people that may be brand new, that are just thinking, oh, I don't think I can do it, guess what? There's going to be another vacation. Print it out as soon as it comes out. Even print this one out. Start learning some of the things that are available. There's lots of really cool incentives and things like that. So this one's fantastic, and there's lots of extra goodies you can qualify for. So, you know, spending money, different types of accommodation and more accommodation, welcome parties, a farewell gala, gifts, the shake bar each morning. So there's lots of extra things you can do. It's at the beautiful Heritage Hotel in Queenstown, not Queensland, and it's on the 16th and 20th of October. So I just think that this is something you want to start expanding your mind to be able to achieve, and think that, you know, there's one coming up for the next period between next August this year and July next year, but start thinking that this is possible for everybody. Okay, so here's some beautiful photos, gorgeous location. So I'm just visualizing bungee jumping off the that building. So obviously they have a STAR program as well. So there's different incentives to qualify for the STAR program, and that's also helping other people qualify for some of the different promotions. So you get different incentives where you can upgrade. So who doesn't want to upgrade, right?
Absolutely.
Right, so these are all different STAR programs. So this is how you qualify. So you just select which one you want, and basically it's helping people qualify for different things, will give you those extra incentives. So I just print that one out. So the next one is the Leadership Weekend. So obviously on the weekend they announced that Quentin Revere would be the special guest speaker at this event. Tickets are available now on myherbalife.com.au. You just go to events tickets and you can order them online. It's on the beautiful Gold Coast. So, you know, it's a great location. And again, who do you know? By getting people to the event on the Gold Coast with Jennifer could help you qualify for this and be there, okay? There's different ways of qualifying. Obviously, you can do your 2,500 volume points over 4 consecutive months. You can do 10,000 volume points in 1 month, or you can do a 500 royalty override, which is your supervisors doing 10,000 volume points. We'll give you a 500 royalty override check. So these are all the different ways you can qualify for World Team. And as Lydia knows, when you qualify for all of these within a 6-month period, that's what helps you to become an active World Team member. Okay. And if you're already at World Team or existing TAB team, then you still need to re-qualify for that as well. Okay. The special Active World Team training open to all 2018 Active World Team and TAB teams. So that's exciting, Lydia, that you've qualified for that one as well. Is this correct?
Yes, so yeah, usually it was July. So yeah, I'll have to see if I sneak in before August.
Yeah.
But just a question there, Shelley, do you know where this will be held at, like this event?
I think, I'm not 100% sure, but it's going to be at the convention centre on the Gold Coast, as far as I know.
Okay, cool, yeah. So just sort of, yeah, be
There's
good to
quite
be
a
able
bit
to.
of accommodation around that area.
Oh, okay, yeah, that was my question, yeah.
Yeah. As soon
And
as I know, because Jennifer will probably find out before anybody else, I'll let you know.
Yep. Yeah, cool. Thanks, Jen.
so if they've just announced the guest speaker, we know the accommodation's coming up real soon too. So we'll, yes, as soon as we know, we'll get that out onto, it'll go out Master Blast anyway. So this is a really amazing event to be thinking about qualifying for and attending. And if you're in Queensland, you can pretty much drive there, or it's right in your backyard. So that's pretty cool. The Rising Star program, this is great because they've actually tied it in with the World Team Leadership Weekend. If you qualify for Active World Team, you have a special Rising Star program where you actually get return airfares, 3 nights accommodation and transfers, and it ties in with that leadership weekend as well, which is fantastic because generally you'd go to an STS or something like that. So what did you choose for your Active World Team experience with the Rising Stars, Lydia?
Cool. Is that what you're asking? Yes, so I could pick 2 nights accommodation for my husband and I, and yes, so what did we do now? We drove to Rockhampton, yeah, and they flew us from Rockhampton up to Townsville, but we could go anywhere in Australia for 2 nights accommodation and training, and yeah, they paid for the entire weekend, and I think it was $500, $600 bonus into my bank account to spend.
That's pretty exciting.
It was amazing. Like, yeah, it truly was. Yeah. Paid for all meals and accommodation. Yeah, like anything that cost us money, taxis, everything, you know, they said send the receipts back to Herbalife and we will pay those bills for you. So yeah, it was amazing.
Fantastic. So obviously, you know, by qualifying for all the promotions that we've just gone for and then helping other people qualify for them is how you become an Active World Team member, and you can qualify for the Rising Star program, that amazing experience. So this will be a great one to qualify for because you just get that extra night's accommodation and to attend this leadership event with Quentin Revere as our special guest. So let's just go on to the next slide. I think that might be it. Double check. Oh no. So
Quentin has done amazingly well in a very short space of time when you think about it, because he got started on the Gold Coast at Lifestyle Centre with Robin Christie's centre there. So he's done remarkably.
Yeah, so he was a backpacker and he's fairly dynamic. I realise this, but what he was really good at is just extracting people's phone numbers, asking for phone numbers and adding them to his Facebook and developing those relationships and contacts. So it's something that I know I've been working hard on, is asking people for their phone numbers. So I had a new Fit Club member this morning, and it was a referral for a referral. So Lucy, who's one of my very first Fit Club members and a really good friend now, in fact, some of my bestest friends have come from Herbalife, of course. She brought her friend Rachel, and then Rachel brought her sister from Brisbane this morning. So I've got Rachel's number, and then I'm going to send her some information, and I'll definitely invite her to some of these things as well. She's in admin and she's in the Defence Force. So, and she was really happy and excited and grateful. It was really great. So it was funny. So now at the World Team Leadership Weekend on the day before, on the Friday, they've got a special tab team masterclass. So the qualifications from February to July. So I know I've only got a few months to do this, but if you're a fully qualified supervisor, and if you do 1 month of 1,000 royalty overrides, so what this means is there's 20,000 volume points within your supervisors, so within all supervisors underneath you. So if you've got some supervisors and you want to help them qualify for some of these promotions, yeah, this is achievable as well, and you can attend this special masterclass. And that's basically the end of our promotions section. And so I just really wanted to go through them in a little bit more detail, because sometimes we do tend to fly through them. So Jan, did you want to add anything that I might have missed?
No, I think you've covered everything really well. The World Team, of course, is a major event, so you've covered that well.
Yeah, so just remember May's events that you've got, whether they're local in your local area or the state ones, use those to springboard into the other months. So you've got May, June with Dr. Darren Burgess and the other STSs, and then July, and then August So you've got plenty of time, like that 90-day plan, 3 months of consistent activity can develop enough momentum to qualify for these things. And you want to attend, but you want to help other people attend. So the best way for you to get there is to help someone else get there. That's all I can say. But I just wanted to thank everyone for sharing, Gles for sharing this amazing result and enthusiasm, Trish for sharing some of your personal development, Lydia for sharing some of the fantastic stuff that's happening. And I just wanted to say thank you very much for letting us be part of your online challenge. One, it's helped me work on my own product result. Even though I have been sick this week, I've still felt like I've got results from that. So thank you. And I'm really pleased to see some of the results in the group that are being achieved. So I can't wait till Wednesday and getting all the final results and prizes and everything. So thank you very much for doing that.
No worries.
So you and Marcel are a well-oiled machine. That's all I can say. So well done. And
we know we read each other's minds, so it helps.
I know, right? How cool. And thank you very much, Jen, for your amazing support and knowledge and experience and wisdom that you always share with us as well. We really appreciate it.
Not a problem.
You definitely wrap your arms around everyone, and we love that about you.
Definitely.
So next
Always
week,
here.
yes, thank you. So next week we're going to have another fun topic. I've been reading a few new books and that, so I'm just having to think about some of the things we might be able to cover on maybe social media, just doing a few tips on, I know Jennifer was talking about it, so I just thought we might do maybe a session on how to do some of those different platforms and see if that can help everyone.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, so yeah, we can always learn something new and to add into what we're doing. So thank you, everyone. I really, really appreciate your time and your input. I'm just about to stop, so hang on 2 seconds and stop recording.